So a massive stack of comics just showed up at my house a short while ago. And these books were sent to me by a subscriber who basically has given me these books to do what I want to do with them. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to hold a couple, but the vast majority of these books are going to make their way back to the comic book community. If you want to see these books, stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. If you have been watching my videos for any length of time, you know that I always say that my subscribers are some of the best out there on YouTube, and I really do mean it. And evidence of that flowed into the house today. There is a massive stack of two stacks. Two stacks are sitting next to me from a guy by the name of Derek. Derek reached out to me and said, bro, I have some stuff that I want to send you that you can do whatever you want to do with them. You can keep them, you can sell them, you can give them back away to the comic book community. Whatever you want to do, here you go. And he actually threw in some extras. One of them is a really cool bobblehead that's sitting back on my shelf back over there. But he also sent over these BCW, not store folios, the BCW, basically you can put a book in here, showcase, and you can stick them on the wall and actually have one on this wall and one on that wall. I think he sent me like 10 of these. So immediately I posted this on Instagram. And I've had two guys that have already reached out to me that are local to me that are like, I want them. So these will probably make their way back to the community sooner rather than later because these guys are local to me. And I think they're going to make their way to me in the next day or so to actually take those away. But with that said, Derek also sent over this really cool shoe box. I guess it's a shoe, or let's just say box. It is a really cool box featuring some Marvel characters, but inside there is an awesome stack of comics. This thing is literally filled with comics, and I'm actually want to show you guys these books. And then, like I said, I'm showing you these books because these are the books that are going to come back to the community in some way, shape, or form, possibly just AOKs, possibly instant giveaways. I'm not quite sure because there are a lot of them. I may just have, when some of these guys come pick up some of these showcases, I may just give them some of the books. But there are some awesome books in here. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 339 is in here. Put these this way. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 340. And Derek says that these were like extras in his collection, like doubles in some cases. Here is 354. And they are not all moderns. There's actually some older. Here is 355. I actually have lots of copies of these various books. 401. Definitely have that one in the collection. Here is 402. And had I not, done some of the things that I did recently, I would actually need a lot more of these. Here is 319, but thankfully my 300s and my 400s are pretty well set right now. Awesome Eric Larson cover here. Here is 329 featuring the Tri-Sentinel. So that's cool. A little Punisher action here. Here is 330, another Eric Larson book right there. Here is 335. Little Shocker magic. Here is 338. And if you are watching these videos right now and there's something you're interested in, make sure you reach out to me so we can figure out how to hook you up with this. Here is a really nice copy. Little water stained, but it is a nice copy with a date stamp. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 36. Date stamp is right up there. And it is a pretty nice copy. Again, it definitely has some water stains, and that's kind of what Derek told me, is that some of the books are lower quality, and they are, but it's still an awesome AOK. And again, they're free. Here is Amazing Spider-Man number 51. Cool book right there, missing a little bit of this bottom corner down here. He actually put these in Mylar, which is really nice. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 52. That's cool. There's some cool stuff in here. Here is 53, some Doc Ock magic. Here is, another copy of 53. There's two copies of 53. How about that? Here is 57. This one's a little rough. You can see there's definitely some tape off to the side, but there we go. I actually remember reading this story. Here is 63, and look, someone cut out some major sections of this book. This is when the Vulture broke the replacement or younger Vulture out of prison so that they could actually fight and figure out who was the ultimate Vulture, and indeed the older Vulture actually won. Definitely remember this story. Definitely a good one. Here is 68, Amazing Spider-Man. This is a good story right here. This is a good story, and this is actually a really nice copy. This is actually a really nice copy. I wonder what the back side. That's nice. That is a clean copy of this particular book. Wow. Here is 72. Lower grade book right there, but still nice. Mountain Marco, number 73. It's missing the whole section where his name is actually located. But it's still a nice copy. Someone could actually use some of the techniques that I show on my pressing and cleaning videos to hook this up. Here is 74. This guy takes a Fountain of Youth serum that actually, makes him, he gets younger and younger until he basically just disappears. It's amazing how many stories you can actually remember just from looking at the cover. I have probably had 15 copies of this particular book over the years. This is Amazing Spider-Man 76. At one point in time, this was one of the oldest books in my collection. This is actually a pretty nice copy of this book as well. This is a pretty nice copy. There is a little crease here, but otherwise, it is a pretty nice copy. Here is 77. Cool book right there. Here is 82. That's a nice one. That is a cool book. Here is 85. Definitely needs a press on that one. I think he just put all the modern books on top to serve as cushion for this good stuff below. Here is 90 right there. Cool book. Here is 131 where Doc Ock is trying to marry Aunt May. Here is one of my favorite. It is the Mind Worm. Someone recently asked me, what obscure character are you going to make popular next? And I jokingly said Mind Worm, and then Amazing Spider-Man 138 pops up. If you guys don't know about Mind Worm, super tragic character, very similar in some respects to the Gibbon. Here is 146. Cool Scorpion cover. One of my favorite villains from the Spider-Man stuff is the original Scorpion. This is nice colors on this one. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 148. Cool book right there. Here is the Rocket Racer 182 Amazing Spider-Man. Here is 184. Cool book. I picked this one up at a local comic shop for like a couple of bucks on the humble. Just kind of rolled in one day and it was sitting there. We are getting down towards the bottom here. Here is 192. Cool book. Little Mysterio action with this one right here. This next one is one that I had to get multiple copies before I could find one that was really, really nice. 198 Amazing Spider-Man right there. Here is 217, little Hydro Man and Sandman, and I think that they form a Mud Thing, if memory serves. Who doesn't love a little Mud Thing? I picked this one up, this book right here, Ramrod. I picked this one up at a comic shop, Cape and Cow, up in Oakland. This is Amazing Spider-Man 221. Again, it's amazing the stories you can remember just by looking at the cover, both internal stories and the situation around the book as well. This was a book that eluded me for quite some time, but I finally was able to find a really nice copy of it. This is Amazing Spider-Man 261. So there you go. That is essentially everything that was in this box from my man Derek, who absolutely hooked it up. I am going to be working to find ways to give these books back, either locally here or through something that I do on the channel. So definitely stay tuned. Keep your eyes open. You might be a recipient of some awesome books. So stay tuned. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A huge shout out to Derek for hooking me up. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch it. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, I want to encourage you to give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment behind so we can mix it up in the comment section. And if you guys need to reach out to me, feel free to do so at Reggie Collects on Instagram. Take care.